Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Archive of Solitude, and today we're going to talk about the difference of healing and distracting. All right, if you are healing or distracting yourself from your grievance or losing someone you love or breaking up with someone, whatever it is, divorce, I don't know who you are, man. You might be going through whatever. It's really important to tell the difference if you are actually healing from that or distracting yourself. And honestly, I can't tell myself sometimes in which area I'm at, because sometimes I'm quite clear about that I'm actually just distracting myself, and sometimes I'm not sure if I'm healing or not. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know. All right. But what I generally do know is if you lose someone that you love, if you have someone that you loved and you broke up with them, for example, which was for me really often the case, because I had girlfriends and I have broken up the relationship for the most stupidest reasons. It was honestly, I had 3 girls that I could have married easily. Let's say 2 girls. 2 girls that I could have married and would have been happy for my whole life. Like I fumbled 2 good women, all right? Because I'm just a toxic guy. And yeah, after that, you can distract yourself with different ways. For me, it was women. And that's more of the way of drugging yourself, all right? You can drug yourself, and it could be by indulging in lust, as I did, or taking drugs themselves, like the way we already know, okay? Drinking, smoking, even eating, all right? If you are just eating too much, all right? If you're just being a pig, if you are eating too much sugar, if you are getting fat because you're just finding comfort in food, that's also distracting yourself. That's also drugging yourself. That is distraction. And there's the other side of it, which is not as bad, which is not as self-harming, but you can also distract yourself when you're doing something productive. Some people indulge in a lot of work, all right? They're just working a lot, all right? They just keep putting more hours on their watch, telling themselves, all right, I'm just going to work more. I'm just trying to get my head off of that stuff. Or they are doing something else, like doing a lot of sports. There's people who are are literally addicted to sports after losing someone or anyone, like because they don't want to think about that stuff. So they're trying to keep that busy with like physical activity. And you can also, some also play video games or something else, like whatever, like stuff that you actually do, and it's not really something that's numbing or really, like, it is giving you dopamine, but more in a healthy way. But still, you are still distracting yourself. That is the truth. You are still distracting yourself. You are not healing. You are just finding something else to indulge in, all right? Just to not think about it. And as I said, for me, the biggest problem was to be with other women. That was the way for me to distract myself. I had one girl that I loved, and I didn't value it at all. So I left her. Like multiple girls that I loved, and then I was around like 3-4 other girls at the same time to just not think about her. And I was wasting my time, wasting their time, wasting my energy and their energy, and also like destroying my own soul. Like, you are scientifically losing the ability to love someone if you are around a lot of women, like at the same time, especially when you get to know them. If you're getting to know a lot of women at the same time, it's almost impossible to fall in love with one of them, because we have certain hormones that are being released when we are meeting someone, which is oxytocin, and this is the one that's binding us to people. And if we are constantly releasing that hormone with everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of women that we meet at the same time, then it's quite difficult to attach yourself to someone. And you might think that you are actually, you fell in love with, like, you broke up with this one person and you're meeting someone else, and you might think that you actually like them or love them even. you most likely are not. You're probably just distracting yourself. There's a really low possibility that you actually love them, especially if you're a woman. As much as I know, look, I'm not sure about it, but as much as I know, oxytocin is cool. Or is it easy? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I read something about that, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to say anything about it. But still, it's quite difficult. All right, it's not that easy, and there's a really low possibility that you actually love them. So yeah, you should leave them and learn to be alone, because that's actually the only way to heal. All right, let me tell you, if you want to heal yourself from grievance, from losing someone you love, from breaking up with someone, you need to learn how to deal with yourself when you're alone. You need to journal. You need to talk to yourself. You need to talk in whatever way, all right? Maybe write your feelings down. Write down what you're feeling and write down why. Write down why it happened, how it makes you feel, and what you could change. That's the way to do it. For example, there's no rules to this. People are really trying to find a way to make it so complicated that they can't do it. It's not that complicated. You just take out a paper, put it down, and just write down what you're feeling. An easier option, something that I've developed to do because it's easier and it's faster to do. I've been just journaling with AI. I use the speech function on ChatGPT, and I just start talking for 10 minutes about what's happening and how I'm feeling, and yeah, then they are just, they're not even trying to tell me anything. They're just reflecting what's going on. And I've also made it like a model that is like me, that's valuing the same stuff that I value, and that's trying to see it from that perspective. And yeah, it's quite useful. You could think that it's a little bit artificial and it's not good for yourself, but for me it's good because I literally have a computer that is just solving my real life problems. So I don't care, I'm gonna use it. So you do that. You can also make music. You can make a video like me, all right? Because I'm actually grieving from I'm actually missing someone. I've had a girl that I loved again, all right? Girl that I fell in love with, all right? I saw her and I fell in love. That's just me, all right? She's not that romantic, so she left me. And yeah, I've been thinking about her, so I decided to make this video. You can also do some art where you're releasing these emotions that you have, these thoughts that you have, all right? That's also a way to heal. Just to take time with those feelings, all right? Just to really work on what you're feeling and what is going on. That's basically it. That's how you heal. And you do it as often as possible, or as often as necessary, really. And then you're good. Honestly, there's nothing more. It's not that complicated. It's just taking time with taking some time with your feelings, taking your time with yourself. And yeah, that's basically it. And honestly, as I said, I've had a girl that I loved, and I've been missing her since it's been 2 months already. It's been 2 months since we haven't talked anymore, and I still miss her. I still miss her. I still think about her, and I only talked to her for 2 or 3 weeks. And yeah, now I've started seeing another girl, and I'm quite sure that I do not like her. I'm probably just distracting myself because, oh my God, I miss that girl so much. She was perfect. She wasn't perfect, but she was perfect to me. I don't know. She was really weird, but I like that about her. But now she's gone, and now it's why did you go? Okay, I'm sorry, guys, but honestly, that's it. That's how you heal. And I'm not preaching, guys. I know how to do it, and it's really difficult, all right? Distracting yourself is so easy, but healing is really difficult. Healing is so difficult. Healing takes willpower. Healing takes a decision to make, all right? To distract yourself is just so easy. To go on social media and just distract yourself, to watch the 20th episode of Dexter is so easy. It's easy to just distract yourself from the way you feel. There's nothing honorable about it, but to heal, it's actually something I have a lot of respect for, And if you can do it, I respect you. If that means anything. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, don't like, don't subscribe, don't comment. Just get off your phone, get a life, and do not distract yourself. Actually heal. For that, you need to get off YouTube, delete YouTube, and if you don't, I'll see you tomorrow.